Welcome back in. Well, showing sympathy and empathy are certainly common ways to show that you care about somebody. We're talking this morning in Motivation Monday about the difference. So leadership author, public speaker, Pete Blank joins us now to kind of help us use both to the advantage of others and ourselves. Good to see you this morning.
What's happening? How are you today?
And the advantage there would be to comfort somebody. I mean, you know, especially if somebody's dealing with a tough situation.
Right, and some of the keys are, we need to use both. We need to use both sympathy and empathy. So just as a generalization, sympathy is kind of when, you know, you feel sorry for somebody else, you feel pity, and you sort of say things like, hey, I acknowledge that you're going through a tough time right now.
But if you haven't experienced what they've experienced.
That's where, right. Yeah. So you can say the words, but it may not actually come together. Whereas the empathy part is where we're really jumping in and saying, hey, let me go ahead and choose to feel the pain with you. Let me go ahead and, you know, understand your emotions. And that's a lot different. And a lot of us don't do that. And a lot of people need that empathy versus sympathy.
Tell us the best way to apply this so we can really make a difference in somebody's life.
Yeah, well, like, for example, someone comes in today, let's say Mickey comes in today or Toy comes in today and says, man, I'm having a hard time right now. I've got a problem with my pet. My pet is really sick and it's affecting me. Sympathy would be, oh, that's too bad. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry to hear that. But empathy would be, okay, I have a pet. How would I feel if my pet was sick? What might they be going through right now? Should I do follow-up questions? Is there anything I can do to help you? How is this happening in your life? And so you're creating more of a relationship and you're going deeper with that person and actually empathizing with them as opposed to just, hey, that must be tough for you. And again, both are good, yeah, but sometimes you really want to focus more on the empathy.
And when you say emotional intelligence, is that more like an awareness of how I can apply this?
Yeah, it's very much reading the room. In fact, there's a lot of stuff being done today around emotional intelligence in the workplace, and one of the 12 key components is empathy. So just to be a better person, a better leader, a better manager, a better grandparent, a better parent, you need to learn this skill of empathy. Now, here's the one danger, Mike. If you empathize with everybody, you'll stress yourself out. Right. Because can you imagine every single person you know, everything happening in the world right now, and you getting involved in your feelings with all of that?
I can see, yeah. That would definitely be overwhelming.
It would be very depressing, very overwhelming. So sometimes sympathy is good, sometimes empathy is good. Know the difference and know when to apply them.
All right, good stuff for Motivation Monday. Pete, we appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You know what else is good? Whatever's cooking in the kitchen.
Ooh.